couple leads, places maybe to look into, because the guard simply would not help because they do not have the manpower available or the hands to do so without having a formal request sent up the chain, which probably would not see any success due to the fact Anda is not a noble herself.
Yeah, she's a weed farmer.
She's a weed farmer. The party split up. Alsa and Norven both going to talk to her husband Foraker, a very rightfully upset man, very dreary, very gloomy. And the rest of the party, Lull, Syras, and Gryfella, went to the markets to inquire about if they'd seen any sign of Anda. And then we had that wonderful excursion at the grocers, which was amazing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chibi, for clarification, Chibi noticed that, Kid noticed that there's a symbol on all the people at the slave auction's wrists, and he used a spell to make it look like he also had the symbol, and kind of tricked him into talking to him in the back room, and the lies could not keep up with him, and he began to get overwhelmed.
It was the fastest series of lies have fallen apart ever.
He called in Stevie's character, who then was like, go to sleep, and put him to sleep, but then she saw that Kid's character had the symbol, so then she put him to sleep. So then called in Lauren's character to try to figure out what was going on. And then they just poured some booze on the grocery keeper and left him sleeping in the back room. We will begin our session with did Alsa and Norven, you both said you were headed back into town?
Yeah, we talked to her husband, who was about as gruff gets, but he didn't really have much for us.
Well, as you guys make it back into town, you see a visually somewhat startled Lull, Gryfella, and Syras all gathered around in kind of a town square type area.
Okay.
So are we meeting back up then?
Yeah, you guys have, as you guys just kind of ran away from the grocer's stall.
Tyler,
into kind of like this.
Oh, I just might need more note card.
Oh, if you ever need a note card, up over here, it's like in the top right corner if you're facing the DM screen. You can just pull out a note card. Yeah, you can just eat them everywhere.
Because I like being very descriptive.
For a second, I thought you meant like I might need more notes about what they look like or something. I'm like, I mean, you're in like a kind of a big circular area. It's like a crossroad T intersection type place. There's several businesses lined up there. Some you haven't been able to see before until now. You see kind of a there's a blacksmithing shop where you can see smoke billowing up from like a stack. The sign says the smelting pot. It's there you can see like some really bright light coming from kind of like it's like a barred up window type thing. There's a couple other shops. There's a Brilligan Treasury and a bookshop called the Poised Pen.
A bookshop called the Poised Pen?
Yes.
Wait, what was it?
With a name like that, we gotta check it out.
Right now?
It's a bookstore called the Poised Pen. The smithy is very kind of like, it's got a lot of surprising metal to it. It's like stone, some iron, and surprisingly brass.
Also, Tyler, I'm sorry to ask you right now, but I never fixed that thing on my character sheet for my attack bonus, and I'm trying to figure out where that is, and it's really stressing me out because I can't find it.
Wait, what?
The attack bonus on my sheet, I did it wrong.
Oh, just add your strength modifier and proficiency modifier if you're proficient in the weapon you're using.
Okay.
So, I think you're proficient in your hammer and staff, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll just operate with it. Strength. So okay, you don't get a bonus to hit because I can't slap.
Nice.
Cool. Cool. So you don't gotta worry about anything.
Cool. Oh, fuck.
Okay. But yeah,
I'm
you
like-
gather around in this kind of cobblestone crossroads.
I'm like holding on to. It's pronounced Syras, right?
Yes.
I'm holding on to like Syras' arm, looking kind of shifty now. I'm looking around. Do you think he's following us?
Nah, I'm sure he's still asleep. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We've
How
met
can
up
I
with
not
all
worry
of you,
about
right?
it? Do you do this often?
Lull's just walking behind them.
Often
Just
is a
minding her own
word.
business.
No.
We're back, right, Tyler? Me and
Yeah.
all
He said that you saw us, not that we saw you. So I assume
You guys are
walked.
approaching
Okay.
them as they're kind of like in the center, like what the heck?
I pull my hood up and just kind of hide from everything.
Alright, you pull your hood designed to resemble an owl up over your head.
Ooh.
Not hiding very well, but
You
Take
know,
it
actually, that's that. I might pull up my hood just to, because I got a cloak, just to cover my hair at least.
Cloak on!
Lull doesn't care.
we would like to don cloaks, which do not have donning times, but
Lull's
my
just
God.
gonna continue to kind of be and look around. Like, passively.
Oblivious to the social cues, here I go. I shout at them. Hello, friends! Any news to gather?
I don't know, actually.
You see Alsa and Norven approaching
I
you
don't know.
from one direction of this crossroad.
I kind of look over at Syras and Gryfella, because Lull has no clue. They didn't really find much.
Wow, we're the worst investigators ever. Cool, we have nothing.
I'm looking at notes.
Yeah, so am I.
Elsa and I had a very nice conversation with the husband. He reminded me a bit of an oak wood that he was cutting down. Strong and sturdy, but wasn't much for conversation. We did not learn much of anything from him.
Oh well, we talked to a was it a snail man or a slug?
Yeah, it was a snail guy. If you want to buy the race name, it's Akata.
Am I familiar with the race?
You'd probably know them. They're yeah, you guys are probably gonna know Akatas. So Akatas they have two sub races. There are, oh god, what are the names? Let me remember my computer. Whee! One is a snail-looking guy. One is a slug-looking guy. Tabletop D&D. Come on, give me. Where are they? There they are. Okay. So the sub races are Helios and Gastros. Helios are the snails. Gastros are the slugs. The Helios tend to be very intelligent, very bright. Usually are scholars or very studious. Gastros tend to use their kind of slimy ways, literally, to be a little more dexterous. Are usually sometimes criminals, but not all.
Modern
Yeah.
day Bolsheviks.
Can you like type out or spell the main race?
ACHATTA.
ACHATTA.
Yeah. If you guys want, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Wait, who?
Everyone.
Me,
Okay.
including me?
Yeah, Shivy, you can do it too.
Okay, I got a 19, and my bonus is 0.
Total of 7.
I don't know anything. I was too busy looking at potatoes.
18.
I got a 19.
Natural
Okay.
one.
Because I have a base intelligence of 11, but I rolled a 19.
Lauren walked into Ozzy's shop and was like, "What is that?"
I mean, probably same.
I mean,
7.
I did that actually though, so you're not too far off.
That's fair. Sierra and Chibi, what'd you guys roll?
12.
I got a 5.
12 and 5. Okay, so Chibi, I'm meant to learn your name, your character's name, even though you're not in the party yet. This is still going to count for your roll because your character would have this information. Okay, so Turalyon, Norven, and Gryfella, you guys know that Akatas, their slime can be used to make potions and poisons, although it doesn't last very long.
I know why I know that.
Oh no.
Well, the guy didn't seem bad, so I don't have a reason to steal from him. He probably sells it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the Akata are.
Okay. I turn to the others. Well, it seems like neither of us found out much of importance, but we haven't expended every lead. We still need to check out Anda's shack.
True.
You are not incorrect. That is the only thing we learned from the Gryfella.
The gruff fella.
Hey, that's I. Where did we learn that from? We
Will
also
looks
learned
over at Gryfella.
We
You
learned
all
that she
kind
had a
of heard-
shack from Beely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ellie.
yeah, her sister said.
Do you happen to
that.
know what she was growing in the shack? The husband wasn't too sure.
I'm pretty sure it was drugs.
She didn't know what it was.
No, didn't the
Yeah, but the
grocer-
shopkeeper, the grocer said that she was creating drugs for him, but she didn't know what it was.
Anda didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was making some kind of drug. For the do we have a name? I don't remember writing it down. A name
He's
for.
just called the grocer, but his first name is Airmond.
I was talking about the affiliation, the bad guy affiliation, the organization. I feel like you've just been calling it.
Yeah.
It was said. I'm trying to think
Well-
if I should be mean and not say it if
Well-
no one wrote it down. But
If we don't,
you know
have
what?
the name,
I think Lull and I think Gryfella passed the check. I think you know them as the Dawnvale.
I passed the check. I got a
I-
natural one.
I
No,
do
in
not
a
remember.
it was last game. Last game, you guys rolled to see
yeah.
if you guys knew anything about this organization, and they're called the Dawnvale.
see if somebody didn't remember the name, I was going to say we should temporarily call them the Tat Risters.
Tat wristers.
Tat Rister.
I point to my wrist and look at Ryan. That she was being used by the Dawnvale to make drugs.
Well, aren't we? We're by an Andonite shop right now, and I can tell you what. If you want to get high off of some poisons, this is not a bad spot for that.
Oh my god.
I've had some good nights, is all I'm gonna say.
We've got more troubling matters to attend to. Norven.
Okay. We should go to that shack though, like right.
Norven, how's your hangover holding up?
Me?
I'm getting
now
one.
I'm on drugs.
I am actively
I've switched vices.
I am actively getting one from Norven.
Oh god. Okay, so you guys would like to head out to the shack?
Yes.
Where's the shack?
Hey, real quick.
Yes, Chibi?
So I thought this was a die 20, but it's apparently a die 12. I don't have a die 20.
You don't have one in your little thingy?
No.
Here, I can spawn you one in. Does anyone know where the shack is?
I know it's by the water.
I know it's by the water. I wrote by the water.
Hold on. Sierra, now's your time to shine. You remember, right? Because I don't.
I didn't
But he
remember
told
that.
us. Damn it.
Just remember something about water. That's about it.
Well,
All right,
Isn't it
let's
like
go down,
in-
folks.
okay, all I
we
know
follow
is
the
it's
same path that guy was on.
Yeah, can't Sierra and I just, or Elsa and I just retrace our steps?
I mean, you can go back to the place where you parted ways because he eventually veered off a path onto like into the like grass and
Well,
kind
let's
of off
start
by
by
some
doing.
woods.
Well, also, wait, where are we right now? We're in town.
You guys are in town, yeah.
Couldn't we just ask Belly? She seemed to know where it was.
Yeah, you could probably get a hold of her. Try to.
I mean,
Find her.
do we think it's worth it to stop by real quick and be like, hey,
Well, everyone
just
in
so we
town-
don't get lost?
Everyone in town knows Anda too. We could probably just ask somebody.
Yeah, I didn't know if everybody would know, like, oh yeah, that check she goes to or not.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, I'm good with making a quick stop, just to be sure, because you know we could wander who knows where if we don't know where we're going.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. But we should probably check with Belly.
Yeah, so
But where would we met her at the tavern? Would she still be there?
You can check.
Fine.
I will give the party a collective investigation check to see if she's at the tavern or ask around to see if anyone knows where her house might be or where she works.
All right.
Like everybody does investigation? Is that what you mean by
Everybody would. Chibi, you wouldn't be doing this because you're not part of the party at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys walk up and there's just this guy talking to her like, so.
I got
16.
Sit.
Can my character like? Because I wouldn't like be I would try to use my charisma to get it right.
I mean,
Even
it
though
would
it's an
still
investigation?
be. It would still be an investigation because you're still
20.
trying to find somebody who would know.
Okay.
Like you would be.
I got a nat one.
All right, so we got.
Belly isn't from this town.
I got an
What?
11, but
Who
What's
is
Sierra.
an
Belly?
anda? What's an anda and Belly?
I'm
Who
too
is
hungover
Belly?
for this shit.
So
Hangover's going bad, guys.
some of you guys go and check the tavern. It's mostly empty. A few people there grabbing drinks, guards on a break. No sign of a blonde woman. You begin to kind of ask around here, there, everywhere, carefully avoiding the grocer's stall. Eventually, you do come to somebody who recalls that her husband works on a farm near their house. They are mostly ranchers.